What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Tsunami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. The World Tournament is back for us on Global, and apparently it's happening at the same time as JP, so for those of you who play both, got him! You better make a choice. Here it is, folks, the World Tournament, 32nd World Tournament for Global. We are getting 2 brand new rewards. We're not getting a new LR, fortunately. We're still going to be getting Yamcha. But we're getting 2 new World Tournament rewards that are very, very, very good free-to-play units and are highly recommended to get a copy of. At least one, but the point of this video is to show you just how far you might have to go to get the most out of these units without killing yourself on this World Tournament. Unless you're me, which you're not, thankfully. So, without further ado, let's jump in and actually take a look at the 2 units in question. We're getting Kale, and we're getting Caulifla. Wait. We're getting Caulifla, we're getting Kale. Alright, we've already got several copies of this unit in the past in various forms. We got the LR KFC, we got the summonable versions of these base units, Caulifla and Kale, and they're all really, really good. But now we have a new iteration joining the squad, and this is actually a very, very good free-to-play substitute. So if you were feeling bad about never pulling these units, either because you're just not lucky enough or you're totally free-to-play, fear not, you now have a really, really good substitute. So let's take a look at these 2 units and their passives and all that stuff. First of all, their leader skills are meh, they're not that great. Super int, key +2, 70% across the board. Same with Kale. I have a feeling I'm going to be messing up their names quite a bit, so if that happens, I just don't care anymore, so deal with it. Super Tech, key +2, 70% across the board. So both of them, not too impressive in the leader department. But their super attacks, raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage to the enemy. So that right there tells you this is a stacking unit. They're both stackers. What does that make you think of? Infinite Dragon Ball History event, Legendary Goku event, baby. Going free to play on the Legendary Goku event just got even easier, alright? And if you thought that was great, wait till you check out their passives. Their passives are even more ridiculous. For Kale, damn it! For Caulifla, attack and defense +60%, attack and defense +10% more per Universe 6 category allies on the team. So that means you can go up to 70% more, leading to 130% attack and defense. For a free-to-play unit, that's insane. After that, high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, and launches an additional super attack when your team has an ally whose name includes Kale attacking in the same turn. So here, a very specific condition needs to be met, but it's actually not that bad. Basically, as long as you have Kale on the same rotation as your Caulifla, their passives will get the most out of it. Now the rest of the passive. High chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attacks, and launches an additional super attack when your team has an ally whose name includes Kale attacking in the same turn. You have to have both Kale and Caulifla on the same rotation, on the same turn, for both of their passives to be maximized. For Caulifla, she will be able to dodge at a 50% rate any and all attacks from any and all types. The reason why I say that is because her summonable counterpart actually is one of a kind. It gives a guaranteed dodge when facing 2 particular categories, Pure Saiyans, Universe Survival Saga. Some could argue this is greater, some could argue this is lesser than the passive for this Kale. The reason being, you're only limited to 2 categories, these 2 right here. However, when you have this passive instead, you have a 50% chance to dodge everything. So you could sometimes make an argument for, you know what, having a 50% dodge rate on everything is better than having a 100% dodge rate on these 2 types. It kind of depends on how much you're going to be using these 2 units, but since you're probably going to be using this more on the Infinite Dragon Ball History event and the Legendary Goku event, I guess you could give the edge to the summonable one, but the fact that the int free-to-play one is making such a hard argument for itself just goes to show how great this free-to-play unit is. So this is a really, really good, valuable asset to your free-to-play team. Now let's check out the abilities for the Kale. I got it right, Kale!
What you want, cookie?
Same leader, same super attack. The passive is different, and it's a welcome change. Universe 6 category allies attack and defense plus 20% and 10% respectively. Pure Saiyans with the same bonus, attack 20, defense 10. So that right there gives your Kale and your Caulifla an additional 40% and an additional 20% for attack and defense, okay? Then, defense plus 120% and launches an additional super attack when your team has an ally whose name includes Caulifla attacking in the same turn. So like the Caulifla, the condition here is to have the counterpart on the same rotation as your Kale. And when you do, she gets instantly a massive defense boost, and she will do a guaranteed additional super attack. So what you're looking at here is double increase of the attack and defense every single turn from both these units. She will get enhanced defense, she will get enhanced dodge. This is one of the best, if not, I don't know if I should just say right off the bat. I can't think of another duo free-to-play, but this might be the best free-to-play duo in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've got that recency bias going on right now, but I really think that, all things considered, given how far the game has come as far as the meta and the free-to-play side, I feel like this is the best free-to-play duo in the game. I don't know what other duo can match this in terms of linking ability, in terms of passives, in terms of overall longevity. This is probably the best duo in the game. So you really, really want to get a copy of these two, at least one copy, and just comparing them to their summonable counterparts. I mean, these guys are impressive, but the fact that now both of these units can have additional super attacks as opposed to before when it was just the STR Kale that launches an additional when facing the Legendary Goku event, that's just amazing. So get these units. Please get these units. Free-to-play Legendary Goku event just got so much better. I cannot wait to run this. So there you go as far as the base stats and all the abilities about these units. Now, to get them, you have to do the World Tournament. That's something that a lot of people hate doing. I myself hate doing, but I still have to do it because it's the only way for me to get orbs. I need the orbs for the content, okay? For the content. Now, if you want to get one copy of these two units and you don't want to do any of the farming or going crazy, all you got to do is hit 23 million points on the World Tournament, okay? 23 million points over 4 days or 3 days, however many, whatever. It's not that bad. And then if you go a little bit further, you can get a bunch of Kais, bunch of metals, bunch of stones. You're gonna want to do this anyway. So you will be guaranteed one copy. I love this update, by the way. This started maybe 2 or 3 World Tournaments ago. Getting one copy of the 2 units is amazing. That's good. However, you want to get at least 2 more units just to maximize the hit potential system for this unit. Rainbowing a unit is great because you get even more stats. The aesthetically pleasing factor is there. But in all honesty, when you want a unit to maximize its efficiency, you really want to go for 79% or 2 dupes. So if you want to get 2 dupes in this unit, you're going to need to place a certain rank. It's not going to be 1st or 2nd or 3rd, thankfully. You know, trying to get 2nd or 3rd on this, I'm never going to attain it. I just don't even know. I can't even fathom how much sacrifice it takes to do that. Everything. But thankfully, because these units have farmable super attacks, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You only have to rank in the 5,000 to 10,000 range. To some of you, this might be easy. To some of you, this might be absurd. It varies, okay? Depending on how hardcore you are in the game. But for me and for a lot of you who are pretty serious Dokkaners, this is not as bad as it could have been. You need to get 2 copies. 1 is guaranteed already, so your additional 2 will come from ranking 5,001 to 10,000 globally. Not locally, globally. Now, if you want to rainbow the unit, you need to have 4 copies on top of your base. Since you're already getting your base, your additional 4 copies will come from ranking between 1,000 and 2,000. Now, this is going to be a lot more difficult for a lot of you because the time factor. That it takes a lot of time, a lot of grinding, a lot of mind-numbing BS of just sitting there pressing the same buttons over and over, and that music. Oh, that music. I can't tell you how many times I've woken up to the horror of falling asleep during the World Tournament and then hearing that music playing in my subconscious. Oh, it haunts me to this day. That damn music! So you want to place between rank 1,000 and 2,000 to get 4 copies. That will give you the rainbow. You don't have to go more than that. Going any more than that means you'll have to rank 100th, 70th. I mean, even then, you still don't have enough to truly rainbow the unit. Now, the reason why I'm saying you don't have to go that far is because, like I said, they're farmable super attacks. You can do so from A, being a total whale and using copies of the summonable versions, the STR and the tech versions, or if you're normal, then you can actually farm their super attacks from this story event, which will probably come back soon. If not, use your keys or just wait. You can farm both of them here. So you can get the SR Kale from Stage 2 on the Tournament of Power Universe Rebel Saga commencement thingy. Okay, you can get your Kale. Damn it! You can get your Caulifla boosted here on Stage 2. You can get your Kale boosted here on Stage 3. If you're worried about drop rates, fear not, because the Universe Survival Saga category allies will boost your drop rate, making this an even easier farm. And in my experience, I've had to farm these super attacks several times before. It really hasn't taken a lot of effort. The only thing is going to be resources. As long as you've got the metals, as long as you've got the money, you'll be fine. But if you don't have the resources, this might be a bit of a problem for you. So then at that point, maybe you can farm a little bit more of rank on the World Tournament, but it's highly advised to not do that. It's not worth it. This is kind of like when the Goku Black dropped, and I was reiterating many times how important it is to get a copy of that guy and how great he is. You could easily farm his super attack from the Dokkan event. I just like that free-to-play is getting even better units, and they're not units that you have to kill yourself over to maximize their potential. So, once again, this is a home run for Global. This is a home run for the free-to-play side. Rejoice, people, because you don't have to go crazy on the World Tournament to get two of probably the best. I think this is the best duo, free-to-play duo in Dokkan. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments what your target rank is globally for this World Tournament. Is it number 1? Is it number 10? Is it number 10,000? Are you trying to beat me? What's your goal? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future, and click that notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it.
What you want, cookie?
Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly. Actually, for this World Tournament, you have my blessing. Dokkan irresponsibly.